Hello everybody, welcome to MOTO-YAWATA Station. This is in Chiba Prefecture, just across the river from the city of Tokyo. And it's one of the stations I used to come to often when I lived nearby, but I've moved since then. And hey everybody, this is MOTO-YAWATA Station. This is, MOTO-YAWATA is not a very big town. It's a place where there's a JR station, a Keisei line, which is the Asakusa line that goes to Narita and Haneda, and it's also where you'll find the Toei Shinjuku subway line, the origin of it. So we come here a lot to get a haircut, which is just over there. You see that they have like these alleys. Well, it's on the other side. They have these alleys around this station. I love this area, and you can find all sorts of neat shops. There's a convenience store over there. There's a Don Quixote. There's a shoe store. Everything that you ever need is here in the station front. And today in this episode, we're going to go over the Japanese Eki-Mae. Eki-Mae is a word that I think everybody who's visiting Japan should know. Check it out. I love these digital vending machines. Maybe we'll stop and get one at the end of the live stream. The Eki-Mae is a word that everybody should know. It's a place where almost every single need that you have, you can find, especially outside of the urban city centers like Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka, Sapporo. The Eki-Mae is your best friend. And when I've lived in 16 different cities over my time living here in Japan, and it's the Eki-Mae that was always the place to go. Now this is MOTO-YAWATA's Eki-Mae. You can see we just walked through JR station, and this is what it looks like in the front. Of course, you have another convenience store on the left. You have a pachinko shop in the middle. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants. There's always a taxi stand. We were on the back side. Now this is the front. Often politicians or people will be announcing something. It can be quite loud during the election season. There's a Gindako where they have a Takoyaki, and there's a 100 yen store in this building here. There's always tons of advertisements at the Eki-Mae. And when I came to Japan in 1998, it was just filled with neon lights. And every Eki-Mae seemed to be like Times Square. And I'm just drawn to it because it's a place where there's a lot of buzz. And if you live in a small city, the Eki-Mae was where you kind of felt like you were in that city. This is where all the department stores were. I've lived in, think of the small cities that I've lived in: Iwaki and Fukushima. I lived in Utsunomiya. I've lived in Mito. I've lived in Fujinomiya, which is a really small town. I've lived in Kakogawa. These places, like, away from the station, there's like nothing there, and that's why I really love the Eki-Mae. And I think I kind of want to show you some of the stuff that they have here. So if you're moving here to Japan for the first time, or you're coming here, you shouldn't be too worried. You have everything pretty much near the train station. That right there is a cafe. It's built into the train station. And inside the station itself, there are tons of shops that we're going to go and walk through. Above, you can see the JR Sobu line, which is making its way from Chiba going down towards Zushi, cuts through Tokyo, or goes towards Mitaka, which is where the Ghibli Museum is. You can also catch that from here. There's the 100 yen shop on the 4th floor. There's a gym here. What else we got? Saizeria, which is a family Italian restaurant that's really cheap. Let's walk around a little bit, show you the area. There's a manga kisa, a manga cafe here. And they're flickering from frequency. Not just because they're psychedelic, it's just from the frequency. There's vending machines galore. Now, there used to be a Tsutaya, which was a video rental shop, but it's gone out of business here. Everyone is downloading or streaming the videos now. Of course, you got pachinko. Buses usually will start here, and if you're moving to a city for the first time, you're going to want to know, one of the first things are, where do the buses go, right? This one says here MOTO-YAWATA, and it's going towards Omachi Eki. That's somewhere in Chiba, I believe. Yeah, and the buses, you can just use your Suica or Passmo or your IC card, and they're pretty easy to get on board. Whoa, this place has changed a lot. Toys Coffee? Oh look, there's Kaiten Sushi here. This is the cheap, usually outside of Tokyo, you got the cheaper restaurants, a lot of chain shops. This one looks pretty good. Everything is 100 yen. I know it doesn't look like the pictures there. Oh wow, it is actually a really small coffee shop. It's like a trailer. It really is Toys Coffee. Check that out. Oh, and here's the sushi shop. Oh, that maguro looks good. So this is a kaiten sushi shop, but right now there's no customers in there. Oh, there's some wasabi going back and forth. But I never just I never take sushi off the conveyor belt. I always order it using those tablet-looking things because I always want it fresh. I don't want my sushi being tracked. I don't want my sushi being tracked all around the restaurant. Nobody does. Nobody really takes it off of the belt. At least that's my kanai that told me always to order it. Station front. To the left and the right, you always find alleys. Station fronts are usually, Eki-Mae are usually the oldest part of towns as well. And JR is well set up, meaning it's been set up for like 100 years in many places. So you'll find alleys and roads that just snake around. And I love walking around here at night, discovering old businesses, little teeny corner shops, things that are selling. There's a Motsuyaki restaurant with that red lantern swinging on your right side. And over here, if we look, there's the station front right in front of you. And if we pan over to the right side, you'll see another alley. And this is an old restaurant. Oh, there's a DVD shop. They still have them around here, but the Tsutaya went out of business, so I bet you they're doing probably not that good either. Here's a Matsuya, which is this is Kanai's favorite gyudon shop. They usually have really good gyudon. Usually, because it depends. Every couple of months, they change the menu a little bit, and they have something new. This place is kind of neat. I've had tacos in here a couple of times, and before Taco Bell and a lot of the chains, you would be able to find Mexican food. It looks like Gumby. It's a cactus. You'd be able to find Mexican food if you looked really, really hard. And it was usually somebody who had been, like a Japanese person who had been in Mexico or been in the United States and just craved it. And they said, we need one. And they would open it. But then you wouldn't get a lot of customers because one of the problems with tacos in Japan is we call them tacos, and a taco is an octopus. So people are confused if you write taco. They think it's an octopus or takoyaki. It's not. It's tacos. Tacos. But I've been in here, and I hope they're doing well. I don't actually come around this area anymore, so it's kind of neat to look around here. Now between the JR station, which is right in front of me, there's a Keisei line, which is the Asakusa line, and that will take you to Narita Airport. So I always loved this part of Tokyo. This is the Chiba side, like one station from Tokyo, because it was so convenient to get to Narita Airport. Now that I live in the center of the city, it's not that convenient anymore. Some of the positives and negatives of living in the city center. This place looks really good too. I think I'm gonna have to stop off and get some of that takoyaki. So Gamble Knowledge, thank you. We're gonna be using that for takoyaki. Thank you, Gamble Knowledge. It's pretty good. Oh wow. Cheese takarubi. What is that? That's like deep fried chicken with cheese and sauce and what? Oh my word. That's about $7.50. That's a new menu. Look at this. This is a yamitsuki chicken. Looks like it's deep fried breaded karage, Japanese deep fried chicken with just like crunchy stuff on top. Oh man. This is just a picture. If it looks half as good as a picture, I'm gonna be coming back here. Oh, and there's the jidori that we got in Miyazaki. Looks very much like jidori. Torikuayaki. Every area of Japan has their regional way to prepare chicken. Can I cross the street? Okay. There's no light, so you're on the honor system here. But yeah, if you're getting cell phones, usually there are cell phone companies all over the station fronts. This is for the 16, 17 times that I've moved residence. There's always been a Docomo, an AU, or a SoftBank shop in front. There are tons of restaurants like this. This is a teishoku restaurant. Prices are reasonable because there's more competition. Because there's more competition in the station fronts, you have more people coming here to eat, but the prices are usually a lot more reasonable. Here's some karage, otsumami karage for 240 yen. That's $2 and like $2.20 for that. That's pretty good. A little cabbage to make it a little healthier. A bakudan, check it out. Oh wow, that looks so good with the sauce on there. And these are all under $5. That's crazy. Here's some ramen up here. Now these bowls of ramen are all under they're about $5 or less, and they all look pretty healthy. And they're plastic models, but like they do a really good job with these plastic models. So even though it's in the sunlight inside the case, and in the summer it gets hot, they won't melt. They've been using a special plastic. Yeah. All right, Gamble Knowledge has paid for the rest of the meal too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Now, this used to be a cafe, and now it's a gindako. And gindako is where you'll get. I was hoping that this used to be a curry rice place. Now it's a takoyaki place, and I was hoping that we'd be able to get to get like a local food, because gintako is a chain. But let's go see what they got here. Again, like you find outside of MOTO-YAWATA Station, there's not really that much here. Check it out. All right, they're a little bit, and gintako is a little bit pricey. I don't think people from Osaka are going to be eating here. All right, let me just snake in here and take a look at this bakery. Look at those cute cakes. They've made anime characters, like animals out of these cakes here. That looks so good. Gosh, how do you come to Japan and not get fat, right? You either lose weight in Japan because you can't eat anything, or you gain weight in Japan because you eat everything. He said it's gonna take 5 minutes more. I guess the takoyaki is not done yet, sorry. We'll go back. All right, so I want to take you inside of the station really quickly and just walk from here to the Toei Shinjuku line, and then we'll circle back around. So I think it's kind of neat to see what's inside of the station. That normally you want permission to film, and we don't have that, so we're gonna be quick. Here's a crepe shop. This is new. Creme brulee crepe. I'm digging it. That's about $5 for the creme brulee crepe. And then, of course, there's always the lottery here. It's never as much as the U.S. lottery, which is just insane. There's a supermarket down there called Sharpo, which is it's usually like a high-priced supermarket. Hold on, I don't think I'm gonna go. Oh, hey there, hello there, sir. Oh no. Oh man, pachinko shops always have a pretty good entrance to make you happy. I don't know if everyone leaves with a smile when they leave a pachinko shop. All right, let's go inside, and then I'm gonna take you towards the Toei Shinjuku line, and then we're gonna circle around and get that takoyaki. Again, like Japanese train stations are always so useful. The post office is usually here. Often the town hall will be not too far away from the train station. Wow, bakeries are usually here. Mr. Donut's always in here. That's a new one though. There's this one, which is a choux cream restaurant. Oh man, and sometimes you'll find some shopping places, some clothes. But this is the walkway between JR and the Toei Shinjuku line, which is the subway. It goes directly to Shinjuku. That's why they call it the Shinjuku line. bookstores still do a really good business in Japan. Now this was renovated last year, so it was all shut down. This all had borders, walls around it while they renovated it. So a lot of the train stations in the Tokyo area are getting renovations because of the Olympics coming. And even though this is Chiba, this is the terminus of the Toei Shinjuku line, so kind of an important one. This is all new too. This is Tully's coffee shop. This is new. I didn't know there was a Tully's here. What? MOTO-YAWATA Station's gotten kind of cool. All right. There's bicycle parking, which is interesting. It's 2 hours is for free. And you put your bike in one of these things here. It'll lock and it'll give you a number, I think. I'm not sure how it works, but apparently you can pay using your Suica card. But if you don't park your bike properly, it can get towed, meaning they can take your bike away in a truck that comes around picking all the illegal bicycles, and then you have to pay them to get your bicycle back. That's happened to me a lot. We're right now underneath the JR line, and we're gonna be making our way back towards the city center. I say city center, it's more like the town center, but we have a really, this is a I guess this is a yakitori restaurant, and oh, this is Oden. And I love these old Japanese shops. This one's been here for a long time, this Oden shop. It's a nice guy. And then you have these, there's a Toei Shinjuku line, I was talking about. I am looking a little bit disheveled, according to the great Simon. I came here to get a haircut. But my barber is not here today. So I might be buffering. Let me just go through here quickly. Sorry guys, we're going into an area with very little. We're going through an alleyway. All right, we'll be out into the center in a second, back towards the Eki-Mae. All right, here we are. Kind of a shortcut that I know. A lot of these alleys have shops in it, like that Oden shop that back there. All right, and there's a takoyaki place. Let's go see if he's got it on tap now. I am hungry. Takoyaki is like the one food that I could eat at any time. Pizza might be the other one. So you got pizza and takoyaki. People are looking at me going, hey, there's a YouTuber. They know what I'm doing. All right. He's making the takoyaki. Ah, there's the Narita Express. Wonder who's coming into town now. That's the Narita Express. It goes through MOTO-YAWATA. It doesn't stop, unfortunately. If it did, I would have gotten to the airport much, much quicker each time. All right, let's go get some of this takoyaki. Unless somebody bought them all. All right, what do we want to get here? Let's get some yagidako. So we're gonna go for this yagidako. We're gonna go for this one with mayonnaise, because that's what I normally do. We're gonna get 6 of them, not 8. Eki-Maeを6個お願いします。Eki-Maeをはい、6個。6個、6です。天下をいただきます。こちら400ミリ円ですね。はい。少しお待ちください。はい。Check it out. It's like moving automatically. すごいジルで動いてる。 Look at that. すごいよ。初めて見た。That's awesome. Look at that. It's like vibrating and moving by itself. It's awesome. I've never seen that before. It takes all the work out of it. Wow. All right, that's not mine. So mine's coming up. That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that like automatically. There's a machine underneath there that's vibrating, and the vibration turns the takoyaki like that. I've never seen that before. But they still do some manual turning. The green dust is nori, or seaweed. Street food. Arigatou Takoyaki cha-cha-cha. Takoyaki cha-cha-cha. Lil Rabbit 19 writes in, please don't burn your mouth again. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best not to do that. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down here because street food is best eaten, you know, on the street. This looks so good. Oh my. So this was 500 and this was Takoyaki cha-cha-cha. Yeah, you got that right. This was about $5. It's a little bit pricey. It's a chain, but you know what? This takoyaki is better than no takoyaki. All right, that's words to live by. Some takoyaki is better than no takoyaki. Itadakimasu. All right, let's take a look at this. This is how we do it, only in Japan style. We gotta look deeply at the food before we eat it. All right, looking deeply at the food. Hey, no, down. There we go. Oh, wow. Look, they put the little crunchy things on it, and that gives it some flavor, consistency to it. I know I'm gonna burn my mouth if I try to eat it now. Oh, wow. And it's just browned over. That's pretty good. That means it's gonna be crunchy. You don't want them where they're too crunchy. You want it to be soft inside. It's supposed to be crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. That is the secret to good takoyaki. That and putting a healthy amount of taco. So the first one is a science project, okay? And they put some pieces of ginger. That's the pink in there, the ginger. All right, check it out here. Now that is a pretty generous piece of taco. Okay, so this is good. I believe I got my money's worth. If this was Osaka and they didn't put enough octopus in there, people would be complaining. It's a lot. It is a lot of plastic, but you know most of it is recycled here. Japan, unlike a lot of countries in the West, Japan does an amazing job of recycling. But we do burn the garbage here. We're garbage burners because there's no landfills aren't an answer either. Don't worry about it. Pay it forward. All right. Let's try it. I opened it up on purpose so I don't burn my mouth. There goes the sobu line towards Ghibli Museum. I'm jealous. Oh yeah. Perfect. This is such a good takoyaki. Yeah, the right word would be incinerated. Japan burns a lot of its garbage, and they use industrial filters. And I talked with people for when I did NHK, and I actually made an episode about 5 years ago, a little bit more than that, about the Japanese trash dump behind Odaiba. There's an actual island that's going into the Tokyo Bay that's made of trash, and they also burn a lot of it. Not everything is burnable, and the stuff that is burnable, there is a list, and they're very, very strict about it. Now, they have filters so they catch all of the plastics and all the carcinogens and all the bad stuff. So they say the filters are quite industrialized, catching. They tell me that like 99.99% of everything that's coming out has been purified. Just like when sewage goes into the water after it's been processed, the sewage is clean. So they do burn the trash. I'm not a fan of burning anything unless it's, wood for fire. Let's give this a try here. You did not just need to see that. I'm gonna lose the skin up there. All right. To avoid that from that happening, I thought it was enough time to avoid that happening. Put your chopsticks in and kind of open it up a little bit, and that lets the steam out. Totally should have done that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose the skin up there. But if you have any questions about before I lose the skin, it takes a while. It's a process. If you have any questions about Japanese stations, or if you're moving to Japan and you have a question about living in Japan, go ahead and ask. I'm here for you. Yeah, I'll be hitting that vending machine before I go home. This is really good, takoyaki. What does Eki-Mae stand for? Great question from Nase in Sweden. It stands for, Eki means station. Mae, M-A-E, Mae means front. So ushiro means behind in Japanese. Ushiro, Mae. Mae, ushiro. Mae, ushiro. Eki-Mae, station front. Eki meaning station. Tokyo Eki is Tokyo Station. Osaka Eki is... Now, I think you're learning some Japanese now, huh? You can be ready for your trip. Eki-Mae. This is MOTO-YAWATA Station. All right, I can show you. And MOTO-YAWATA Station it's a place that I used to go to a lot when I lived nearby in Shinozaki. I used to come here to get my haircut, and I still come here to get my haircut, but the my barber's not here today, so I still look disheveled, according to one of our viewers. It's all right. Nothing wrong with a little dishevelment. That's right. So, taco. So, with the 2020 Olympics coming, a lot of the train stations now are upgrading, and they're becoming they're becoming disabled friendly, meaning if you're going around in a wheelchair, you shouldn't have any problem getting around the station. Some of the older stations still don't have elevators, though, especially out in the countryside. So normally what disabled people do, people who need ramps and such, you can call the station ahead of time. Tell them the time you're going to depart, and the station staff will be ready for you. It's a service that they all provide. You can tell them where you're going, your destination, and if you tell them your destination, there'll be a station staff on the other end waiting for you at that time, because of course they know the train schedule. So that's the system works really well, and you can see people. It's hard to miss people with wheelchairs coming onto the train, but you see the way that the staff handles them when they get off the train. Like, disabled people are like VIPs when they get off of the train. They get a white glove service, and I think that's wonderful. Because if they can't get from A to B, then it causes people who are going faster to slow down, and then that disturbs the station's atmosphere, the way it works. So the staff wants to make sure everything runs smoothly. That's the job of station staff, and so they give people with wheelchairs really good service in Japan. Now, buses are the same too. Buses are the same way as well. A lot of the buses now have steps that will go down to meet the people, and if they don't, the bus driver usually will get out of the bus and make sure that you can get into the center, and people are very polite in clearing the way. Japan is the one country where if somebody with a disability or old age or is pregnant, they will offer the seat like 99 out of 100 times. And there's a lot of countries where people don't do that, which is sad, but true. All right, the second thing about stations, which you're gonna see, is that where is the trash cans, right? Where do I get rid of the trash? All right, I think I can go inside the Gindakyo and throw the trash away. This Gindakyo is actually a shop. All right, let's go inside real quickly. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is where the disabled, if you have a wheelchair, this is where you'll get on. Now this bus does not go lower, so the driver has a ramp that he'll put here, and then he'll take the ramp up and then put it again when you want to leave. So it's really cool like that. I love the way that the services, Japan is using technology more and more, so the buses will actually go down and build a ramp will come out, which is crazy cool. I'd say like 20 years ago, this was not a place that you wanted to have a wheelchair, but now it's the technology is making it so it's a lot more comfortable, which is great. All right, so this is the Eki-Mae experience. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys for the questions. Tap that like button. Don't smash it. Just tap it lightly because I don't want to break your phone. But if you like this kind of content, which shows you around stations, the north exit, the south exit is the side that we showed when we started this live stream. If you like this kind of content, tap the like button and leave me comment below. Where did you used to live in Japan? What stations did you go to, and was your station Eki-Mae similar to this one? Let me know, because I think if you used to live in Japan, these stories in the comments are cool to share because it helps other people who are coming to live in Japan. And that's our goal, to make it really comfortable, because 20 years ago when I moved here, yeah, we didn't have YouTube, so I was kind of winging it. But nowadays we have YouTube that's kind of cool. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Gotta put money in order to get there. All right, so there you go, the backside of the station. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are in the world. See you in the next live stream next time. This is the station back. You see the train just pulling out.